getting a lot of shit for my jacket recently.
Oh, really? I have a similar one that I had before Timmy No Breaks.
Yeah, I've had it for like 4 or 5 years. I'm like, fucked. So
yeah,
thanks,
that's so
Tim,
funny.
Me, No Breaks.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I feel like I can't wear mine anymore.
I know.
I still wear it, but I'm like, I had it
but I get
before
a comment
Tim.
every fucking time.
Yeah.
I got it on Kill Tony too. I was like, yeah, whatever.
Oh my god.
And then people in the comments thought I was a plant. They were like, "Oh, she's a fucking plant. She's banging Tim, and that's why she got a buck up." I was like, "What?"
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I did a red herring. Was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna wear this Timmy No Breaks jacket so that everybody knows." Like, it was so weird.
That's so wild.
Don't
and
go on
yours
Reddit.
is slightly different. It's not the same one.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
they're dumb. Yeah, I feel like the subreddit is so like toxic. It was on the subreddit, or was it
everyone
just like in
told
comments?
me don't go on Reddit. Every single person told me not to go on Reddit, and I went immediately. I was like, "Why would you tell me that?" Of course, I'm gonna go on Reddit.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, and it was the worst. It was the worst.
Was it?
Oh yeah. I mean, some of them were positive, but a lot of it was like, it's people who were like, "Oh, I saw her in Colorado. She tells too many sex jokes. She's a fucking pick me. This, like whatever, just like all the meanest things you've ever heard in your entire life." And I was just like, okay, thanks, but I think she's really brave and beautiful. But whatever you guys think is fine. So
That's crazy. No, I don't know. I go on there sometimes, like not as much as it used to. Like when I first started the podcast, I would like post like clips of the podcast in there, and then they banned me.
Oh really?
Yeah. They were like no self promotion. I was like, okay.
That's so funny.
I had people who had been on Kill Tony on it too, so I was like,
Yeah,
it's kind of
crossover.
related, but yeah, I don't know.
Have you gone on yet? Wait. Oh, sorry.
No,
Are we
I've
recording?
never. Okay. Well, I'm excited to have you on.
Thanks.
I think you're really funny. I ask everybody the same question every time they come on. Do you remember the first time you did comedy, like your first set, and what was it like?
Yeah, so I've been working at a comedy show for like a year as a producer.
Oh, okay.
And I've been talking, like I was like 21, so I've been talking like, yeah, I want to do stand-up, whatever. And David Rodriguez, who owns the Fort in Fort Collins, Colorado, which is like a great club. Hello. They would like come, he was like, I kept talking about it. Finally, he was like, okay, I'm putting your name on the list for this open mic, and if you don't show up, you're a huge pussy. And I was like, cool. So then I just showed up. I went, and I was like so nervous, and I like went to the bathroom. I thought I was gonna throw up. This girl came over. She's like a comic. Shout out. I think her name's Sam Sisson. She was just like, you're totally gonna be able to get through this. I got you. She like made me go up. I did it. Honestly, kind of like for a first set, it was good, and then I got just addicted, and I never stopped doing it. But it was like great. Yeah, it was the best.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that was when you were 21.
Yeah.
And how old are you now?
23.
23. Okay, cool. So you've been doing it for a couple of years. What would you say? Well, you moved here, right? Okay. What would you say is like different about Austin versus Colorado, like in the comedy scene?
Yeah, I think Denver's like the best possible place to come up, because like it's just, I love everybody there, and it really like, I'd say the biggest difference actually has been like there's way more like characters here. Like we don't really have that as much in Denver. Like Timmy and whatever, everybody doing like more eccentric things, which is cool.
Yeah.
But in Denver, it's very much just like roast battle was really big there because it was just like joke writing. Like it's very much like, it was less about, I guess, like swagger and style. But yeah, that was like a big difference. And then obviously like the whole Kill Tony thing is very different here. That's like a different part of the scene. But honestly, the alternative scene outside of Kill Tony reminds me a lot of Denver in a lot of ways. So.
Oh, really? Okay, interesting. Yeah, because I've only done comedy here. I just started like a year ago.
Okay.
And I like haven't experienced like other scenes really, so that's really interesting to me. And yeah, I watched you on Kill Tony. You did so good.
Thanks. I thought that I bombed so bad, and I literally was freaking out for 2 weeks. Like, this is going to be awful. And I didn't tell anyone. And then my dad just was like, oh my God, did you go on Kill Bill? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And somehow he had found some clip, and he's like, it was a whole thing. I also did a joke about, it was adorable, but I also did a joke about my teacher being a pedophile. My dad did not know that my teacher was a pedophile. So then that was like a whole conversation, but it was chill in the end. It was so awkward, but yeah, it was great.
No, I liked your jokes.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I thought you did really good in like the interview portion as well.
Thank you.
And honestly, just like overall, you just killed it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I was excited. And then how many times had you signed up before you got on?
That was my second time signing up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was meant to be.
I think it was.
That's so cool.
Because I signed up once, and then I didn't sign up for like 3 months, and then I just was like, fuck it, I'll go. And then thank God. I mean, my hair looked amazing, so that was perfect.
You have amazing hair.
Thank you. Some guy just reached out to me about trying to get me brand deals on Instagram, and I was like, can you get me anything with like hair stuff?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you don't do any, like you don't make anything about that. I'm like, yeah, but it's like, someone told me that my Kill Tony could have been a Pantene commercial, and I was like, thank you.
You could. No, for real. Is it your natural hair color?
No, I dyed it.
Okay, well, it's beautiful on you.
Thank you.
And I love it, and it looks natural.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
But that's so cool. I've never been picked to go on Kill Tony, but like I hope I do one day.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've signed up. we'll go through phases where I'll like sign up for like weeks in a row, and then I'll be like, I'm not gonna sign up for a little bit, because like just waiting in Shakespeare's is kind of
it's like where
own
dreams
thing.
die. Yeah.
Yeah.
My first time signing up, like it was just, it's like whatever, 100 people up there, and then some guy just went up to one of the dudes at the bar and just like donkey punched him from the back of the head or whatever, and so they turn around, they're just like fighting, they come over to the speaker, no one's doing anything, they're just like, hey, like knock that off or whatever, and then they just like tumble down a flight of stairs together. It was crazy. Yeah, it was wild.
Who they were?
No, but there was a ton of videos, and it like circled around, and I was like, whoa, that was like maybe my first week in Texas and like my first time signing up, and I was like, cool.
Yeah, that crazy. Sounds right. I mean, I feel like that place, people just get really drunk, and then like I don't even know if they're all a lot of them are not comics too.
Yeah.
Or like have never done comedy, but they're like gonna sign up, and like, and they always get on.
And I'll be honest about this. I'd never really watched the show before prior to like going on it, or like I'd seen clips of it and stuff, but I didn't realize like that people just do Kill Tony as like a like non-comics just do it to be like just to like their first time doing comedy ever is on that is fucking insane. That makes
psychotic.
Me sweat. Yeah. If anyone saw my first set ever, well, I guess people did, but if it was recorded, I would immediately kill myself.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of times, like I have watched it for a couple years. Like, I don't watch it as much now, but I will watch like if I know somebody that went on to watch it. But like, I don't know, like it just feels like Tony doesn't like it when you've never done it either. Usually, unless you're good, which that does happen sometimes.
I guess, yeah,
but rarely. So like, I don't know, but I think it's still like it's pretty cool. Like I think they get like 3 million views each episode. So like, have you noticed like, are you getting like followers and stuff from it?
For sure. Cool. Yeah. So that's been pretty sick. Yeah. And like the more clips I post from it, the more followers I get, which has been cool. But
that's so good.
Yeah. You had a bump recently, I've noticed too. You got more followers.
Yeah. I don't really know. I can't remember what sparked that, but I think just like having like a couple like little clips, I'll just like post stand-up clips sometimes, and every now and then like one will go viral, and so like I'll usually get followers from that. But the comment section is usually nice and also really mean. Like and I think that pushes it. Like, people like being dicks, and then people like defending me. So like that'll push it.
Do you ever like do you get bothered by the comments at all?
Not really. I feel like, well, actually, lately I did get a little bothered because somebody, like, I posted, like, my Roadhead joke. I just, like, pulled it from, like, I made the joke from a riff mic. I just pulled the topic. It's not true. Yeah. And, anyway, like, I posted it, like, a year ago, and then, like, posted it again. And, somebody was like in the comment section, like, I've heard this joke already. Like,
that's my least favorite thing in the planet.
Yeah, like
it's your joke. Yeah, I'd already posted like, that pedophile joke.
Or
someone's like, I've heard this before and I don't know where. And I was like, from me, I've posted it like twice. So
yeah. And then it turned out like an AI account did actually steal the joke and my voice and like everything from it, and then like posted it, and they got like 500,000 views and like a ton of comments of people that like didn't know it was AI. And Matt Rivera sent it to me, and so I like woke up and like I just like was like, oh, that's why these people are commenting that they've seen it before, because like an AI like created a new, like just redid it basically, and it was my whole joke, my voice and everything. It was fucking weird.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then like my friend Rob Stant was here, and then he was like, you have to like address it. So then I just like made a little video, and I got a little bit of a bump from that too, just like addressing it. But like it is crazy that like people can, well, it's weird that real people steal jokes. That does happen sometimes. And then also like now we have to deal with AI can do the same thing. But yeah, it is crazy. And I just like, I've just been like, well, whatever. Like it's my joke. I know it's my joke, so I'll just leave it up. And then, but that does bother me.
Yeah, that would bother me too. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like sad. I'm like, no, it's mine, I swear.
Yeah, Jesus.
But yeah, I think you're also really good at roasting, because I saw you and Phil roasted each other.
Oh yeah, that's how we met. Yeah,
and it was so good. I loved like your guys' battle, and then I saw you again last night, and you did so good. You won both times, and yeah, so I like
both were close battles though. I have to give you both that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love roasting. I really only like roasting boys though, because it goes really bad when I roast women. But
really, yeah, I've never roasted a woman. I don't want to.
No, I think one time I was supposed to roast my friend, and we ended up both just like, we tried to write for ourselves and each other. We tried to write together. And we were just like, let's just, I think she pretended, she's like, I have a family emergency. We actually can't do it. Sorry, that was a lie. But we just couldn't think of, like, I don't know what it is, but guys, I can do all day long.
Yeah, I get that. Because like I was offered to roast a woman and I didn't know her that well. And I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not really a roast comedian. I don't think, like, I've done it twice, but I roasted Colton Jones and I roasted Phil. But I didn't win either one. I did go into a tiebreaker with Colton, but like I'm just not good at it. Like I don't know. Like I feel like I don't have like the stage presence for it. And then like
Do you have like anger inside you?
no, like I
Yeah,
think it's
that's
like
it.
the opposite where like I'll just like I don't know. Like I feel like I'm too bubbly or something and it
Yeah.
doesn't like
Yeah.
it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like in the roast. I don't know. I need to work on my stage presence if I want to do it again. If they ask me, I might do it, but I don't think I will.
You gotta tap into some like hatred inside
I need
you.
to, yeah. No, I know. And I was telling you yesterday, I was like, I love your vibe on stage. Like you just like seem like a badass and it like goes really good with like roasting people.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, so you guys were dating and you guys roasted each other?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was fun, like, but
You two are the only roast battles I've had.
Really?
he's only roasted women.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
going to say. Is
wow.
I'm also done roasting women. Like, put me up against a guy. Please. They tried to book me on a woman last night, and I was like, can we just give me a guy?
Yeah, just
like,
give him a guy.
Like,
Give him a guy.
I'm the woman roaster now. It's like
Yeah.
what I have
Yeah.
to do.
God.
Yeah, I
I
get
don't
what
know.
you're saying about not wanting to roast another woman. Whenever I watch two women roast each other, I'm like, there's no way they don't actually hate each other after this.
Yeah, everyone
Like,
assumes, yeah.
They're attacking their
Yeah.
physical appearance. Like, they'd have to be really, like, friends for real to come out of that, not just, like...
Yeah.
I know too many women. They fucking definitely for real hate each other afterwards.
Really? I've never talked to a woman after they did it. Like,
Well,
and been like, hey, how'd it go? Like,
me
when
either.
they
I just,
roasted
like,
me.
have sisters.
Yeah. That's true.
Just, like... I don't know how they don't, like, take something that they say personal about, like, how they look and be like, that bitch said this.
I roasted a gay guy
Everybody
once.
laughed.
Do what?
I
You roasted a gay guy
once,
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
But we were actually friends. But yeah, he went in for sure. He was
did?
just like, yeah, it was like everything a girl, but like 1,000 times meaner because it's a gay guy. So he's just like,
Yeah.
and bitch, your hair. I'm like, oh my god. But it was fun.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I could roast a gay guy. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like I just shouldn't roast because I'm not good at it. But
No, but you can just do. I've done like 20 of them at this point. So I think the
Yeah.
more you do, the better you get.
yeah, that's probably true.
Do you go to
'Cause
Banana Phone a lot?
I love Banana Phone, but
yeah.
again, I'm not like the best at roasting. Like I usually will just like every now and then I'll have one from the audience, but then it sucks so bad if you bomb from the audience. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know
Oh,
why.
yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
worse somehow.
Yeah, it's 100%.
So I'm like always like nervous, and I always get high, and then I'm like, I can't say anything. I'm too high.
Yeah, the amount of times I've just come there, like, and I've written jokes down, and I just won't say anything from the back. So
Yeah.
I can't fucking handle the humiliation. And they boo
Yeah.
you, and they put a spotlight on you.
Yeah,
God, fuck, it's awesome though.
but it is awesome. Yeah.
I love when someone else. It's happening to someone else. It's so funny.
I love when it happens to somebody else.
Yeah, it's awesome. So how did the whole like Big Naturals brand start?
Okay, so it started when I've only been doing comedy like a little bit over a year, and Phil has been doing comedy
Like
3.5 years. And so I met him like my second week into comedy, and he had just moved here like 2 weeks prior. And anyway, he would just like joke around with me about how like I was getting booked more than him, and like I shouldn't have been probably. And so he was like, I think it's from your big natural talent. And so then I just kind of thought that was funny. And then like other people would like make comments about that too. And then I wanted to do a podcast, and I was like thinking about a name, and he was like, why don't you just name it like Big Naturals? And I was like, or Big Natural Podcast. It started out as the Big Natural Podcast talk show.
Big Natural Talk Show podcast show.
Yeah. And then we like cut it down like because it was too long. But yeah, it was just like a joke kind of. And then I just thought it sounded funny. But yeah, it's like not even like sexual podcast.
Yeah.
It just like seems like it would be.
Yeah, but that's sex sells. I love that. And then you run a
Yeah.
show at Creek too, right?
Yep. Yeah. So I that came like after the podcast. I just like pitched it to Creek, and they were like, sure, because like I had some pretty like great comics that have been on and everything, and they were like, yeah, because I was like, I'll have like the lineup be the people who have been on the podcast. And I love Creek. That was like the first place I ever did an open mic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I just like, I don't know, I've just like always loved being there.
Yeah.
So
And now you're like you're building a Big Natural empire. I love
Yeah.
that. That's everything.
yeah, and it's just kind of been easy to like take it and then just like apply it to like other things too.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, it was just kind of Phil's idea, honestly.
Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, he's good with ideas.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite club since you've been here?
I think Creek. Yeah, I'd probably have to say Creek.
Yeah?
Like it was the roast battles there have been electric, and then did Circus Fire. That was super fun. I love
Circus
Creek.
Fire.
Yeah.
Dane's
But
great.
East Austin's fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here, will you pearl in? Hopefully she's not dirty. She loves to dig when it rains.
Oh.
And then she says like brown paws. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. I like East also. And yeah, there's just so many places to do comedy here, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like I love that about it.
Yeah.
So one thing I was going to ask you about
Yeah.
when we were talking about like roasting women or whatever, you posted a video. Like I love your videos and your content you post.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're really creative. And like I always like it when you come up on my feed. And anyway, you came up on my feed the other day, and you had posted a video that was basically like, oh, I can let you explain it too, because you'll probably do a better job of just like saying when somebody compliments you that you look like somebody, and then like what they're saying you look like.
It's never like, oh, you look like Ana de Armas. It's always like the most chopped person. Like, girl, I found your doppelganger. It is psychological warfare, and it happens to me far too frequently.
Me too.
No shame to other women, but it's like, you know, it's tough.
It's mean, and then also it like doesn't.
It's also
I don't know
usually
what to
inaccurate
say.
because also it happened to my friend a couple times, and she was
Yeah.
like, yeah, the thing with like also guy comics is that like if you're just a girl and you have like brown hair, any other girl that's a comic that has brown hair, they'll be like, oh, you guys are like twins, like you guys look exactly the same.
Oh, really?
So then he was just, oh my goodness, this dog is so fucking cute. Hi.
She loves you.
I love her too. And so yeah, it's just like it's fun because like people, I do think it's an act of psychological warfare. I think it's something in their head. But they'll just send you some random person that's like, and it's always the most chopped photo of that particular person. Like, you look just like this girl, and you're like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah,
like,
just tell me you hate me and
Yeah.
you think I'm ugly. I would much
Yeah.
rather that. You
Yeah.
know, just be honest and say you think I'm an ugly bitch. I would
I'd
respect
prefer
that more. Yeah.
I think Chelsea Peretti has a funny bit where she's like, if you want to piss off like a really hot girl, just go on her page where she's like posting like a model, and then just be a regular girl and be like, people say I look just like you, and she'll just lose her mind.
Yeah. No, that's actually really funny.
Yeah.
But that's been happening to me a lot more than ever in my life lately, where like women have been complimenting me, but like telling me I look like a celebrity that like is well known for not being attractive. Fuck, what's her name? Yeah.
You got Sarah Jessica Parker? You don't think Sarah Jessica Parker's pretty?
Not to me, but I don't know. Like, I mean,
I also don't think you look like her, to be honest.
thank you. Well, like, now I'm like, I don't know. I feel like some people do find her attractive, but then like, I don't know. For me personally, like, I'm insecure about my nose and stuff. And then I'm just like, she's like known for that. And I'm just like, I feel like we have a similar nose and that might be it.
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
But also like the way she said it was mean. And then like another girl too. I don't know. Like, I'm just like,
Yeah, it's
why?
always like backhanded for sure.
Yeah, it was like a shitty vibe. And then like I'm not confrontational, so I'm just pretend like I don't know. I always play dumb with like everything. And I was like, oh my god, thank you, and I just like walked away.
Oh,
Because I was just like, I don't know, but maybe it was a compliment, and I'm just in my head too, so I don't really know. But
maybe. I do think people, I don't know. It depends. Maybe she did mean it as a compliment, but
yeah,
I do think people be doing that a lot to just like check you a little bit. And I don't know why. Yeah.
to like humble you or whatever.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I already hate myself. I promise. Like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah. I know. I feel like we're gonna get shit for Sarah Jessica Parker's beautiful. Sorry, but also if it's
I know
the nose thing, I get is
Well, I don't think I think her body is great, and I like her hair, and she has a pretty face, but because I don't like my nose, I'm just like,
get that.
I'm like, don't tell me that.
Yeah. I get that.
But
I 100% relate.
plus I was like bullied for my nose when I was younger or something.
Really?
Yeah, and I have had a nose job, but like I want another one.
Wait. Okay. You get a nose job?
Yeah.
Wait. When did you get a nose job?
I got it 2016. I had to have like a septoplasty because I kept getting sinus infections, and then the doctor was like, I do rhinoplasty too, and I was like, no way, I've wanted one since I was like 10.
Yeah.
And so I did it, and like I don't regret it, but at the same time I wish maybe I would have gone somewhere else, but it ended up being fine, and it's like better than it was. But then there's still things I'm like, I don't really like it, but I don't know, I'll probably just leave it because like going under the knife for surgery is like a risk, and you don't need it. Like, it's kind of dumb. If I died, nobody would feel bad.
You know what's funny is like recently, I don't know if you've noticed this before you guys started dating, but like, you know how like guys will try to like neg you when you're like, and they'll be like, I had some guy tell me recently, he's like, have you ever thought about like getting a nose job? And like, I have a lot of insecurities, but like my nose is really just not one of them.
You
and
have
I was
a great
like,
nose.
I also, you know, and I really don't think I'm like a prize pig or anything, but like, I do think I have a good nose. And I just like clocked, I was like, oh, I see exactly what you're trying to do. Like, cause he was just running through whatever you can say about a woman that will make her feel weird, I think. But it like really, he's like, you ever thought about getting a nose job? And I was like, why the fuck? And even if like I did have a big nose, why the fuck would you say that to someone you're trying to sleep with, you
That's
moron?
crazy.
Yeah.
Was it a comic or okay?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Yeah, I wonder. Because I don't know. There's not a lot of attractive male comics out there. What are they? I'm sure he wasn't better looking or yeah, I don't know. I just feel like people are crazy, but I don't know. I don't like when people try to nag me. I'm like, no, I don't have good confidence. Like,
yeah,
don't
that's
do
the
this.
thing is like, I feel like they think like, oh, I gotta take this bitch down a peg. I'm like, I already fucking hate myself.
Yeah,
like
me too.
I feel like that's clear in my comedy and when I talk to people, but I think
Yeah.
I maybe come off confident and that's like my downfall. And you probably do as well. But
yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I think like I'm kind of shy, but I am like probably a little too nice where it could be annoying sometimes. But yeah, it's like not from confidence. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like trying to get along, probably a little autistic in some ways.
Yeah,
like,
I get that. Yeah, for sure.
But like I definitely like rub people the wrong way sometimes. And I'm
You think
just like,
so?
sorry. Yeah. Like it's hard because I also was like a preschool teacher pretty much. So like I am just kind of like I just have like a little bit of like a lighter vibe. And then I think sometimes people are like thinking like I'm fake or whatever. And I definitely can be sometimes. Like but like for the most part I'm not. So I'm just like, no, it's just who I am.
Well, I like you.
Thank you.
That's all that matters.
Sometimes people are like, I don't know, they just like judge me hard and I'm just like, but for the most part people are really nice.
Yeah.
And honestly like all the women have been really nice like that I've met, where that's kind of cool. Like the girls who have been negging me haven't been comics.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Were you guys dating when you first joined the scene?
No, we were just like friends for a while. Yeah.
So did you just get like, was it like was it like Pandora's box? Like everyone was just trying to fuck you when you first started comedy?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was like not too bad, but definitely like the energy would be weird sometimes with people or like they would say things on stage where at an open mic, why is your whole set about me? Like what the hell? But then I noticed like if they get it out of their systems then normally they're fine. So then I'm just kind of like normally if like a guy is weird or whatever, like or like their set is about me and I'm just like I'll just like let it go and then usually like they just kind of get over it. I treat them like a toddler.
Yeah. Like I'll let them get it out of their system. Yeah.
You're probably, I would imagine that's happening where a lot of guys are probably giving you a lot of attention in the scene and everything.
Kind of, but it's never the ones you want. You know, it's And I think that's the misconception because there are people where I'm like, okay, come on, like don't be shy with it, and they're like, ew, you know. But then, anyone who is interested seems to not be. You know, but I will say I found a lot of great friends so far, so I'm super happy about that. And
that's good.
Yeah, I think the concept, like the perception of moving from Denver, like everyone was like, oh, you're going to Austin, like oh, like just so like they think the entire scene is like people saying the N-word and going on Kill Tony, essentially. Right. But that's certainly not been the case. They're like some of the very, 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 very kind people that have been super funny and awesome. So I'm super happy with it so far. But yeah, I mean the incels and the hornies are there for sure, but it's okay.
This is random, but like, do you have a type?
Do I have a type? No, honestly, my type is just funny, and that's gotten to me into a lot of trouble because I've dated some disgusting creatures because I'm like, they're so funny though. Like, you know, what about you?
Same, pretty much. Yeah, just like funny, but like also good person. Like, because I.
See, I never added that qualifier.
Well, it's new. That's new for me.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Because I'm a lot older, and I feel like that took me like time. Where like I would just like, I don't know. Sometimes I think in my past I would date people that like, piss me off a little just to have like because I have ADD, so like sometimes it's fun to have like arguments and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, when you're kind of bored in your life or like you have a lot going on at work, it's kind of fun to have an outlet of something that is just, and that sounds so messed
creative
up.
Argument outlet.
A creative argument outlet, which is ridiculous. I rarely date, but when I have, it's usually just been that. I'm like, okay, we have to break up now. Sorry, but
no, I did. I used to do that a lot. So then like now I'm like funny but also nice. Like that's like my
funny
type.
But also nice. Yeah, it's hard to find.
It is hard to find because sometimes people like it depends on where their funny comes from maybe too, because like I don't know, sometimes I notice guys who are like maybe they're funny but it seems like their motive is to like get fame or like their motive is to like fuck women, and like that's not the best, you know, like so I just kind of like people without like a lot of crazy motives, I guess.
I get that. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer because when you can be kind of a weird guy and you get into comedy and you're maybe not that attractive, but you can just slay tons of puss because you're fucking on stage and whatever. But I don't like, you'll have a lot of like weird guy comics trying to fuck you as a girl, but it's never like, there's never like a super hot guy who comes up after a set and is like, because first off, if he's there, he's with a girl probably, and also he after the set, he's not like, oh yeah, like I want to bang that girl, like she's a ton of baggage, I'm gonna go for her, like there's no way. So it doesn't, it's a double standard for sure. It's quite a bummer.
It is. And have you heard of the phrase, like I'm sure you have, but like chuckle fucker?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had never heard of that until like last year, and I was like, whoa. Like,
and I hate to say it, but I guess I am one of those.
I guess I am technically too.
Which sucks because a lot of the people who are funny like that, they're just, I don't know, they're like a particular type of kid in high school that led to this path, and they're the worst. Or you know, sometimes you can find a good one.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, when did you know you wanted to do comedy?
Yeah, so I mean, I didn't know you could just be a comedian. I don't know if you're the same way. I kind of thought you, I mean, I grew up in Colorado, so like no one was doing that. I thought you'd be like an actor or something. So I watched Joe List's first special, I Hate Myself, when I was in high school, and then I was like, oh, I like want to do that. And then, but again, I didn't know you could just like do that, I guess. So then I like went to a comedy show. I think I was like doing a journal. I thought I was gonna be like a journalist at one point, so I was like doing some shit at the school newspaper or whatever, and that's where I met Brent Gill. And then I just went up to him and I was like, I want to work for you, I want to be an unpaid intern, and I'm gonna do your video stuff. And he was like, okay, I guess.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And then he helped me get into comedy and stuff, so yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah, Brent's the best. He's the goat.
That's awesome though, that you like
guest on this podcast.
Yeah, he was just here a couple of weeks ago, and I've been on like Good Session. He was like one of the first people to book me. Like, he's super nice. But that's cool because you were like, I want to do this. You were kind of like already in journalism, and then you just kind of like found your path like fairly easily, it sounds like.
At the time actually, like I was doing like stuff at the school newspaper because I was like, maybe I would be a journalist, but I was also like trying to study for the LSACs. I was studying international relations. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, so I was like trying to decide between these two things that were both like, anyways, but I was also pretty unhappy. And then I just was like, I went to Brent's comedy show in Boulder, and I was just like, it just clicked. Like, but I'd spent a couple years being like really, I don't know, I was just freaking out. I was so depressed and like, what am I gonna do with my life? And then once I did an open mic, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this, I think.
That's so cool.
Which is cool, but also I don't know, I mean, it's the most financially unstable thing on the planet, but it is fun.
But I think you'll do well.
You think so?
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. You're very funny.
Thank you.
And you're so young still, and like you have so much like time to keep like growing like as a comedian, but you're already doing like, you're already killing it, and like you're just really good naturally, I feel. So you definitely like pick the right thing. But that's cool too. You like listen to yourself, like where you were trying to do other things, and you probably were like, oh, like this is probably the right thing to do or whatever. And like, but then you're like, no, like this is what I want to do.
Yeah, it took a long time to like divorce myself from, because I just felt like my whole life, like not even to be like, oh, I was like so smart, but like people were just always telling me like, oh, I was just always told like you should go to law school by like parents, teachers. My teacher in high school was like really trying to get me into Georgetown or whatever because his daughter went there, and he was like, I really believe in you. Really sorry, Mr. DeMarais, I'm on Kiltony instead, my bad. But yeah, like that was always kind of what I was getting told. I think I could have been, it would have been fine. I don't think I would have like hated my life, but no, I probably would have killed myself. But thinking I just thought that through a little bit more. But I'm so happy that I found my best friend Tanya. She's 40 and also a comic, started when she was like 36, and she always tells me all the time, she's like, you're so fucking lucky that you found it when you were 23, because she was like she is still a quantum physicist, but like she had all these life paths before, and she was like just always searching for the thing. But the thing we really related on was like, once we found comedy, we were like, oh, okay, yeah, this is it.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that's like similar to me, where like I am older, but like I wanted to do comedy probably when I was like at least 16. Like I just like, because I've always loved comedy. I went to a comedy show. I was visiting Austin because I'm from Maine originally, and my cousin took me to a comedy show and was like, hey, see that guy like on the wall? I used to be friends with him. And it was actually at Velveeta Room, which I did not realize until like a couple weeks ago. I went there and I was like, I've been here before. And I was like, oh. So like it was, I feel like hearing her say that did make me feel like, oh, like it is something that people can do, but I did not know how to start at all. And I would just like in between careers, I would be like, maybe I'll try stand up, but then I'm just shy and I was like, nah, I can't do it. I'm too scared.
Yeah.
And I did tell my dad. He passed away a couple of years ago, but like before, like he knew I wanted to do it and he was like supportive, but it was like my secret. I like didn't want to tell anyone because I was scared if I told too many people like I wouldn't do it. And then like I was in therapy and my therapist was like, I was scared I was a narcissist because like I would always be like, why do I want to do this? Like, why is this always the thing I want to try? But I, like, there's something must be wrong with me because like when I would tell people, they'd be like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, you're not a narcissist. Just do it. And then she was like, go to Creek and Cave. They have an open mic on Tuesday. And I went to like Dane Lyons open mic and then I just like, I didn't do great, but like I got a couple laughs and I was addicted to it like right away. Where it's just like the best thing I'd ever done. I was like, I'm going to keep doing it because I like it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, addiction's the best way of putting it. If I like don't get a set, and I was dating a guy once and I like called up, I was like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Like I feel like I'm like I just felt, I don't even know, like I feel like sick. And he was like, have you been on stage in like the last 3 days? And I was like, and then I went and did a set and it was just like fixed. It's like, which is also bad. That's probably bad, but I think it's, you know, whatever, we're all gonna die one day.
I get
it's
that.
fine. Yeah,
but it like if it brings you like if you feel purpose like when you're doing it, it does make sense where you're like, I haven't done it in a while, like, and that's like the thing I like doing. So I get that. And I feel like that too when it's like been a little while and then I get kind of self-doubty and I don't know, I feel like I'm better when I've been doing it, I guess. So
oh yeah, for sure.
But my cycle affects my comedy, unfortunately.
Really? Actually, that is so fair. I'm more likely to crash out on stage if depending on, and I hate to say that as a woman, but it is true. Yeah.
Or like I like will get like low energy and I already am kind of deadpan low energy anyway.
Yeah.
And then like if I'm just starting my period, then I'm just like I'll do the jokes and I'll remember them, but like there's even less energy. So I just have to like keep working on that. But I don't know. I still don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun.
No, for sure. And I get you too on like when you tell people like, oh, I want to be a stand-up. Cause like even like in I don't know, like my friends from high school, some of them were like, you want to be I don't know. Like I think if it's just different when you're like a girl or whatever. They're kind of like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah. Like women have a different reaction too. I notice when I tell them I do comedy, like, I don't know, but like for me, I feel like sometimes I'll tell a woman if they ask me what I do, they'll be like, why? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, like, are you fucked? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, kind of thing. Or like they're scared for me, and I'm like, no, it's fun, I promise. And then like, if I tell a guy, if a guy asks me what I do, and I say I do comedy, then they'll be like, tell me a joke, and I'm like, no, I won't.
That's a common thing at like even when we do whole hecklers, these guys will come up and they'll be like, oh, do one of your little jokes. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking strangle you with this mic cord. I hate that shit. Yeah,
because I don't know what to say. Like,
well,
I just say no, like, or like come see me on stage and you can hear me.
Yeah,
like, I'm just like, I'm not gonna perform to you right now. Like that wouldn't work and it'd be weird.
They just don't. That's how. It's so, have your parents seen you do comedy? That's so random.
Neither one. So my mom lives in Maine. And when she was here, she visited like last year. She didn't see me, but I was like pretty new. And then my dad's been dead for how many years? What is it? What year is it? 4 years. Okay. So he never got to see me do it, but he was like, we were kind of like this, not the same person, obviously, because he was like an old guy, but like, like, but our like sense of humor was like the same. Like we loved like the same movies and like same comedians and everything. So like we would always kind of like riff and like joke around all the time. So I feel like that does suck that he never got to see me, but then at the same time I'm like, I wouldn't be doing comedy like if I didn't have him as my dad, probably, because he like introduced me to like stand up and everything, so I'm grateful for that. But
he
what about
introduced you to stand up?
Well, just like we would watch it. Like I don't think I would have watched comedy when I was so little if my dad like wasn't putting it on, probably, because like we had like one TV or we had two, but the one downstairs didn't have as many channels, so like I would just like watch whatever he was watching, kind of thing. But have your parents seen you?
Well, now I guess they have never seen me in person. Okay. It's like a big thing that they're all, I just don't, I never, like my friends in college always wanted to come and I was always like, no, because also at the time when I was like those first couple years, there would be times where I was trying to get past it, like I was doing an audition at like the Improv in Denver or something, and my friends were like, we want to come, and I was like, you can't, because in their mind they're like, oh, this is just like fun, and I'm like, but in my mind this could like fuck everything up, you know? So I was like,
the expectations of having them, that would be scary. I get that.
And something like when it's a crowd full of strangers, I'm just like, like I care, but I'm just kind of like, if I do
Yeah,
bomb,
yeah.
I'm kind of like, oh, what are you gonna do, you know? But
For sure.
when it's like people that you know and like know you, it's like it makes me like sweaty and want to throw up. So even when my dad
Yeah.
had seen it, my Kill Tony, I was just like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
It really fucking got in my head for a while, but
Oh,
yeah.
But he must have been proud.
I think he was. Yeah, I think he was proud.
Does he like comedy and stuff?
I think he's getting into it now because of me. I think he threw on like a Nikki Glazer special, and I think that was a
that's
lot
cool.
for him. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think he's
That's funny.
trying to get into it. I don't really think he understands what I'm doing, but I think
Yeah.
he's like, she'll figure it out. So that's good.
Yeah.
I think when I first started comedy, they were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" That
Really?
was
Yeah.
yeah. But and I get that because I was like. I think they were like I think he was like, oh yeah, my daughter's gonna go to this like prestigious law school, and, and then I was
yeah.
like, psych, I'm not doing that actually. And I think they were like, you know, just freaking out about financials and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think they're happy with me. I think.
Yeah. And I think like too, it's hard. Sometimes it can be the hardest for your family to understand things just because they've known you forever. And
Yeah.
They have all these they want you to do and achieve, or like, you know, do the thing that they thought that you would do or whatever. And, but yeah, they're definitely, I'm sure they're proud, and they will be as you continue. Like you're killing it. Like you're doing so
Thanks.
good. Yeah. I'm like really excited for you. And then like also, I don't know, I just like your style of comedy. I think it's really good. And I was going to ask you, do you have like favorite comedians, or like, do you have comedians where you're like, that's my favorite style? Is it different than yours? Like kind of like, what is that like for you?
Yeah, my favorite comedian of all time is Joe List, and
Okay.
I did get to meet him after I went to his show in Denver.
Oh,
And I
cool.
went, and I think I had a couple drinks, and I was just like, "This is really weird. I'm sorry, but you're the reason I started comedy." I just like dumped on him. I was like, "Okay," and he was really sweet about it. He was like, "Oh, what's your name?" I was like, "Yes." We got
That's
a picture.
cool.
Actually, the nicest thing that got said on that Reddit was that someone said I like reminded them of Joe List or something, like she's been spending time around Joe List or her style or something.
Oh,
or other.
wow, that's
So that was the
cool.
best compliment I
I love
think that came
that.
out of that. But
Yeah.
he's my favorite. I love like Shane. I love Chelsea
Yeah.
Peretti. She's great. I would love, like, style wise, I would love to get higher energy. There's a comic named Derek Stroop. He was the first live comedian I ever saw.
Okay.
But I think he just moved to New York. He's from Colorado, and
Oh,
he
cool.
like does a lot of like yelling, which I really like. And I've always wanted to figure out how to do that, but it's a little bit harder when no one really wants to see a girl yell. I don't
do.
think.
I love it though.
You do? Yeah.
I do. Do you ever had one of these?
It's a nicotine stick.
Yeah. If you want one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
why
I'll
not?
just leave them right here for you too. You can
Thanks.
grab as many as you want. I go through them so fast. And then that little boot you can like put the ones
Okay.
you're done with in. But sorry. I like yelling. I don't know if you've seen Liz Splat.
Oh, Liz Splat is great. I just saw her for the first time this week.
She's so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like she can get away with yelling.
Yeah.
And she's got so many funny, like I will cry sometimes when I watch her because like just like laughing so hard that my eyes water.
Yeah, she's a great riffer too.
Yeah, she's so good at riffing. I don't know if you heard the joke. I don't want to like say it out loud. I'll just do this, but like where she's like, if you don't eat me out before sex, like that's rape.
That's awesome.
And I'm just that one got me so bad. Like I was
Yeah.
just like dying laughing. But I like her vibe, and I get wanting to yell because like I wish I could do that. And then when I go on stage, I'm just like meek and like quiet.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Or like I go like, I don't know if I'd say I'm deadpan all the time, but yeah, like I think I just come off really. I just do this with my mouth, right? Am I
Yeah,
doing this
yeah.
right?
You can chew it, or you can like put it in your cheek, like whatever you want.
Is it like a Zen?
Yep. But
Okay.
it doesn't. I love them because Zens give me like the hiccups and these don't. And I
Okay.
also like always feel like I have food in my teeth.
Yeah.
Irrationally, and then so I like I'm always cleaning my teeth with them. But
Yeah.
it's my first nicotine addiction.
Really?
Yeah, because I went on the Fold. It's like a poker show where you play like poker and you do comedy, and they had them. They were sponsored by them, and I was like kind of tired that day, and I was like, I'll try it. And so I just like tried one, and I loved it, and I was like, oh, these are my thing.
Wait, so you never like vaped or anything?
Nope.
You never smoked a cigarette?
I have before, but like I never could really get into it because I have asthma, and my dad was a smoker, and he was like, "Don't ever do this. Like, don't ever get addicted."
Yeah.
And then so now I'm addicted to these, and my
This
dad
seems fine though.
dead.
I think, right?
Yeah, I think these are like a lot healthier option, and I like how they taste and everything. They have like a bunch of flavors and shit, and I don't know. I feel like it makes my comedy better. I don't know. Like
No, nicotine does. Yeah, I hate to say it. So I was like addicted to nicotine when I was in. Well, I'm doing nicotine right now.
Yeah.
But whatever. All through like sorry mom, high school and college. I was super into it. And then once I started comedy, I was like, okay, I quit once I started comedy, and it was like I mean, I'd quit 5 times, so the 5th time quitting, I was like genuinely dying. Moved to Austin, found out about cigarettes because they're really cool here, and I'd always been like, that's disgusting, I would never touch that. Fast forward 2 weeks into Austin, I was like, I think I need one of these every day.
Yeah.
So quit that like a month ago.
Oh, okay.
And then also had 2 last night, so technically didn't really quit, but also I just won a roast battle, so I think that's fine. And and now I'm doing this, so I don't know, but I do find that like if I'm in a rut and I like do nicotine or smoke a cigarette, like I'm suddenly like I'm Picasso, like I'm creating, you know.
It helps. Like, I think nicotine itself isn't bad for you. It's just like the form can be bad. Like vaping's bad for your lungs and smoking, but I think these are fine. And also I've heard that like you're less likely to get Alzheimer's if you use nicotine.
That's perfect.
So it's a good excuse.
Yeah. Aren't there like these biohacker guys who are like using it because it helps with like cognitive stuff or
I think it does. Yeah. I think it helps with like connections in your brain maybe. And I feel like it does when I use it.
Yeah.
I feel sharper or whatever from it. So I don't know.
Awesome.
I like it. Oh, another thing I was going to talk to you about. So like you were saying in the subreddit, people were like saying that your jokes were too sexual or something. I don't understand that because I personally feel like men comics talk about their penises being small all the time. Like they're always talking about
all
sex
the time.
Yeah, like why can't we? Like why?
And it's
I
like
don't
built
understand.
now. It's like when you're like, oh, you see, you know, you want to get a yellow car, so you start looking for yellow cars and you see them all the time.
Yeah.
And so then people are like, oh, women talk about sex. I'm like, but I'm on the inverse. We're all like, you know, I love Sam Morril, I love Joe List, but a lot of their specials are about sex.
Yeah.
And so is Louis. Like they all talk about it a lot. And it's like, and also what's funny to me is like people are like, oh, your bit's just about sex. And I was like, my bit was actually about a pedophile raping a kid.
Yeah.
Which isn't like how, like the connotation of the sex thing is like, and sorry, I probably bleep that great.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, we always do. We'll just like crop
perfect.
it. Yeah.
Slay.
Yeah,
I was
good.
also going to say that clip of us went viral and it had the word grape in it or whatever, which I was shocked because I thought that would kill the algorithm, but it like
Yeah, it is
didn't.
weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't always catch things, or maybe the context. I don't know. The
Yeah,
bots
yeah,
know
yeah,
what the
yeah.
context. I don't know, but
That
it
was
is crazy.
I think it's
Yeah.
like the algorithm's always changing. Like I think for a while it was probably like that because I was super careful about like not even having fucks and. Or I still do it where like if there's captions on it, I won't put the swear words on the screen because I feel like that's gonna like suppress it somehow.
Yeah.
But I think I did censor it. I don't think I left the grape in.
I think you put grape on the screen, but I think you said.
But I left me actually saying it.
I
in.
think so.
All right, yeah, I guess you can do that.
Yeah.
Actually, that's why it went viral.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a weird one, like where you can't say it. Like I don't know. It's like, or you're not supposed to say it online, but like it's a real. It's a thing that happens all the time, but you're not allowed to talk about it. I don't know.
I used to have this joke when I was starting comedy where I'd be like, men get so weird about rape jokes, which is crazy because they love rape so much, and just all the men in the audience would just be like so upset. Like, not all men love rape. I'm like, but enough of you seem to enjoy it that you should be able to take a joke about it. You know?
Statistically, there's probably a couple in there.
Yeah, 100%. And it's also like, I don't know. I just think it's like part of the whole culture is that like people are like, it's bad to make jokes about rape, but I'm like, no, it's bad to just never talk about it.
Yeah,
it just keeps happening. You know,
for real. Yeah, it's bad to like, I don't know, get shadow banned for a joke about it. If you're a woman, like you should be able to.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. It just seems weird to me. But yeah, I liked all your jokes, and that makes me mad that somebody said that. Because like people say that to me in comments too. We're like, oh, another female comic telling a joke about sex.
Yeah,
that's all they can talk about, and that's not all they talk about.
Well, it's also frustrating because if you go to my profile, I'd say 90% of my stuff is not about sex at all.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't win because then if I talk about politics, like no one wants to hear about politics from a fucking 20-year-old. You're like, okay, and then. So I'm just not allowed to talk about anything, like you know. So I don't know.
I think that's what the thing is a lot of guys are just like women shouldn't have opinions.
Yeah, I do think that's what it is, frankly.
And it like scares them maybe or something.
But do you get a lot of like go back to the kitchen comments and stuff? Fucking hacks.
Not really, but definitely like OnlyFans stuff. And now I have one, so it's like whatever. But
yeah, so I am curious, like how did you decide to pull the trigger on that? Did it feel liberating?
Yeah, it kind of did because I don't know. I was like, oh, I'll probably never do that, like, because I want people to take me seriously. And then, but the LMAOF special is like shot really well. And I was like, I don't know. They say not to take not to pass down opportunities when you're early in your career and just kind of do everything. And so I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I'm just like, my stuff isn't like crazy, and I just post things that I would post anywhere. Like I would post on my Instagram if I wasn't worried about how people perceive me or whatever, which that's just like something that I always have anyway. Like I'm just like very introverted, and like I get in my head and shit, and I'll be like, should I post that or should I not? Like, are people gonna think bad of me? I'm from a small town.
Yeah.
I think it was like 7,000 people lived in my town, and so everybody would like know everything about you, and then like if you ever did anything, everyone knew. And I had like a bad reputation when I was in middle school because I flashed on webcam.
Wait, what?
I went through like a flashing phase because my parents were getting divorced, and I don't know, like some of my friends were doing it. I was like, that seems fun. So like I would just like flash boys on webcam. I didn't even have boobs, but
like on Omegle?
So it was like the thing I used it was called MSN, but it was like kind of like Yahoo Messenger, and you just like, it was like texting kind of, but you would like talk to guys or friends or whatever. And for whatever reason, I had a computer and a webcam in my room, and I think it was my dad's webcam that I just took.
Oh my god.
And so I would just
oh my god, if my daughter did that, I would freak out.
yeah, and I got caught.
Oh, your parents caught you?
Yeah, it's actually worse. My grandparents caught me. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was at their house, and
you just at your grandparents' house?
I didn't flash at their house, but I could have because my grandpa had a webcam. But like I was like on Messenger and like it was like a bunch of boys staying at their one guy's house, and so like their name was like all their names. They added it to like their screen name.
Yeah.
And they were just like asking me how many times I'd done it and like all these things. I was like telling them, and they were like, would you ever give a head? And I was like, maybe one day. Like I was just like being a dumb kid. And next day, like went home, my dad was golfing. He came back and he was like, had this like piece of paper, or all these pieces of paper like in his hands, and he was like, I need to talk to you, you need to sit down. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, didn't even occur to me my grandparents could look at like chat history, because like I just didn't know they could do that.
How did they even know how to do that?
They took a computer program in the 90s, those motherfuckers.
Those YMCA classes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And so like anyway, he like read the whole thing, and then he was like reading what they said, reading what I said, and I was just like a teenager, and I was just like, this is the worst day of my life. I was like, Dad, stop, please. And then at the end he was like, Kate, why would you do this? And I was like, I just thought it was funny. And then
Dad, it was a bit.
yeah, I was like, I don't know, I just thought it was funny. And then he seemed fine after that. I still got grounded. My computer was taken away, my webcam, and it shouldn't have been in my room anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, he like was fine. But then my whole family knew I was kind of a hoe. And then I wasn't really, but like for that age I kind of was. Yeah. And then like the whole town like thought I was too. And so
the whole town found out?
The whole town. Oh my god. And then there was one more thing that I did. This wasn't even that bad, but you know, like TikTok dances and things like that.
Yeah.
Basically that's all it was. Me and two of my friends like doing like a dumb dance to like a dumb song, and we were up late, like 2 a.m. on MSN again, and the same guys were like, can you guys send us a porn? And we were like, yeah. And so we were like, just wait up. And like we just sent them a really dumb video, like not even sexy. And by the time we sent it, it was like 2 hours later, 4 a.m. They had like messaged and like told like everybody they knew they were getting one. And so then all these kids told all their friends that we made one, and so like high school guys were trying to get it, and it wasn't even anything. Got called down to the office the next day.
Oh my god.
And so yeah, this teacher called us down, a guy, and he like interviewed us individually, but each time he was like, I need to see a copy of this so I can delete it.
Oh, what a pervert.
And
I'm gonna need to see the footage first, but what a
And I was like 13 or 12, like I don't remember. I was a dumbass, and so I'm thinking in my head, oh, this poor man doesn't understand how technology works. And like then years later, it came back to me, and I was like, I asked all those people, I was like, hey, did the guy do this or say this? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, he was a pedophile. And then
oh my god.
So like I had forgotten that he was asking. He never got it. We never gave it to him, and it wasn't even bad. Even if we did give it to him, would have been fine. But yeah, and he like didn't tell our parents, like nothing.
Yeah, this is
super creepy.
Yeah.
And my dad, like, he had like the best intuition, so like he didn't even know that any of this was happening, and for whatever reason he just instantly hated that teacher.
Yeah.
And then like I never even got to tell him about it because
Yeah.
like I didn't think about it until he had already died. But
Wow.
yeah, he was just like, he had like nicknames all of a sudden for this guy where he was just like being a dick to him my dad was like being mean to him for no reason. It was cool. I had a really scary dad, but it was like kind of cool.
Awesome. Scary dad privileges.
Yeah, he would like scare all the guys. And like my sister had I had an older sister. She'd bring her boyfriend over sometime, or she's dating somebody, she'd bring him over, and he would just like scare the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I'm never doing that. I'm never gonna bring a boy to the house because like he will just scare them. And so then my dad thought I was a lesbian forever.
Makes sense. Yep. Makes sense.
He sat me down and he was like, Kate, it's okay if you're a lesbian. You've never dated a guy and you've never brought a guy to the house. Like, it's okay. You just have your girlfriends and like I won't judge you. And I was like,
Dad, you should see my AOL chat logs. Like, I'm not a lesbian.
And that was after I was flashing, but like this was in high school and I was like, no, I swear I'm straight. But like it was funny. I was like, he probably just wished I was, because then he didn't have to worry about like scaring people or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I want kids because I think
I was
gonna
say I just don't think like I don't think I can handle like what I know about the world now, and then especially being in comedy, you learn so much more. Everyone has fucked up stories.
Yes.
And you're just like I think everyone's a
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of like our culture too kind of like encourages it in a weird way where like, I don't know, just like beauty standards are always like kind of, it's, you're trying to look young. I don't know. And then, growing up too, like people would be like, oh, you look so old. Like when I was like in middle school and high school, like adult men, it's like, no, you're a pedophile.
Yeah, you're a pedophile. That was actually one of my jokes in Kill Tony was a guy who was like, oh, was the guy a real pedophile? Or were you just like a really sexy kid? That was like an actual thing. But enough, that guy actually just got destroyed in our hometown Facebook group chat for being a creep. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah, it was actually really fun. Like while all that was coming out, and like I was starting to get the bump from Kill Tony, all my ops in Denver were just like burning in flames, and I was like,
I love it.
Yeah. I'm sad about how it came down, but I was like, you know, it's nice to see, because it's so rare that like any type of retribution ever happens. But I was just like, yeah, fuck them. Like, it's great. So.
No, they deserve to die.
Yeah, I know, and it's like with the whole Epstein list, and everyone's like, oh, like usually I'm like, no, death penalty's bad. We should like, you know, but I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe we should probably just. I think
that's
probably
what China's doing now.
You think so? Is that what's really? Yeah,
I think that they're just killing. Like I heard. I don't know.
I mean, I think we should probably kill most of the people on that list, probably.
Yeah, public execution. Bring it back. I'd go.
Yeah, I would go. Bring like a type of like bring them to the streets and let like President Snow in the Hunger Games or Gaddafi in real life in Libya. Just let the streets do it. So,
yeah, I think that would be good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I probably shouldn't say that on the internet, but I just did, and I stand by it. So
no, I do too, because like that shit is like so evil, and then it's even worse like that nothing's happening.
Yeah, because it enables everyone to think that that's just like
they're brave now. And like I had a joke about it where I was just like, the punchline was like billionaires like kids or whatever, and I'll bleep that, I guess. But in the comment section there were so many pedophiles. Like they were just like they were so brave, you know.
Wait, what? They were just like
they were just like, oh yeah, like this isn't funny. Like maybe they weren't pedophiles, I just didn't like it. I'm like, yeah. If you don't like this joke, you're a pedophile.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what they were saying, but like I would have to go back because it was a while ago. But I just feel like it makes sense that if you were one and then you find out like all these people in power with so much money are one, it probably doesn't make you not want to be one. But I don't know, like it's a really scary world. And then like also I am grateful I had a scary dad, because like I'm sure shit could happen to me when I was younger.
For sure, yeah.
I know you were in one of your jokes there was something about like you were saying like somebody was a groomer.
Yeah.
Like did you actually like have any like like you didn't actually get anything bad happening
but
to
we
you
just
from
had like
that?
a weird psycho relationship. It's like it was something where like we were connected from like I met him when I was 11 and then like it for like 5 years I would like on the weekends I would like spend time with him, and like it was just so wildly inappropriate. And
But you were young, you didn't know.
yeah, and that's the thing is like when I was 16, I remember like because I had like a weird relationship with my dad growing up, and he figured that out, and that's when he like really started like increasing contact with me. And he'd always be like, oh my god, if I was your dad, I would do it. Anyway, so I thought he was like, I always tell my mom like, oh, he's like my dad or whatever. Like I thought he was like my dad. And then like weird stuff started happening where he'd be like, oh, like don't tell my wife that, you know, we're doing, and I was like, wait, what? Like it was all very strange. Yeah. But my friend looked over her shoulder and she was like, why are you texting your teacher? He was Snapchatting me, actually, funny enough, which is like,
whoa.
Yeah. And I was like, well, if I don't respond to him, then he'll like go on my Instagram and he'll text me and he'll blow my phone up until I respond to him. And I was like, and then she's like, that's fucking weird. Then she was like reading the text and she's like, this guy's a I was like, no, like you don't get it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then he started like screenshotting pictures that like I would just send like pictures of my face. He started screenshotting them and I like put it all together and I was like, oh, he's wanking it to that for sure.
Yeah, but when you're a kid, you don't know.
No.
And also like women, like girls in general, like I am so naive where there's so many things I've learned like last year where I would not have known guys do things like that.
Oh yeah.
So like that is so crazy.
Well, I didn't believe it for the longest time. It's like because they made me like, I think my mom had a friend who was a social worker or something, and she came in and was like, I need to like look at all these communications. And then she was like, this is really fucking weird. This guy has a weird like psychosexual obsession with you. And I was like, no, it's totally chill. Don't worry about it. She's like, you actually have to go to the police. I was like, I'm not going to go to the fucking police over this. I was like, I don't want to do this. I was like so defensive of him. And then, you know, it turns out like he ended up, he did it to like, obviously he did it to a bunch of girls or whatever. And but yeah, I mean, it took me years to be like, oh wait, no, that was really fucking weird. And like also was weird for like psychological development. Cause you know, he would tell me like how special I was and how smart and this, that, and the other. And then you're like, oh, he was just trying to a kid. And like, none of that stuff was true, you know? So yeah, it was really fucking weird. And then to this day, unfortunately, he'll still like in college he like tried to get a hold of me and stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then I realized there'd been some weird account that had been DMing me and my friend that I just kind of thought was like some random guy, and he had been sliding up being like, I want to come to the show, because that's the other issue is that like you can find whenever you want to find me, you can just look at my Instagram and know exactly where I'm gonna be. So that's great too. And he had been following all the bookers in Denver and stuff and reaching out to my friend. And he's like, I had lived in Boulder at one point. He's like, I'm in Boulder looking for you. Where like, he's like a fucking freak. As part of the reason I kind of wanted to move out of Colorado because I was just like so over it. But yeah, it was, sorry, this is all really dark. Sorry. But it did feel one of my favorite jokes. So
well, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked probably, but like,
no, you're good.
Cut it if you want. Because I never want to put anything out where you're like, oh, I'm scared of this person watching or anything like that. But that is really fucked up. Like, and also like, it's so common.
Yeah, it really, because the thing is like at the time it was so, I thought it was like when I graduated, I started posting jokes about it. Like girls would be like, oh my God, like the same thing happened to me, but with a different teacher. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what, like literally, I don't know. And and the thing that's weirdest about it to me was that number one, he did it, got caught with another girl and then continued being a teacher somewhere else. So that really bothered. Yeah. And so then I would have to like try to like contact the school and like the child protective services or whatever. It was just, it's like every couple years this shit will like crop up and like he'll make a new account and like try to just like, you know, get a hold of me or whatever. And it's just so, I don't know. It's very frustrating because then you hear other girls who are like, oh yeah, the same thing happened to me. And you're like, what the fuck was going on? This guy has a wife and 2 kids, by the way. You're like, this is fucking disgusting.
Is she still with him?
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The fuck?
Well, she's like, yeah, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so crazy because like you would think that's most women's nightmare. But then some women, there can be like
and
that
the thing is,
too.
I don't even think she knows.
Damn.
Yeah, because they were very protective of like, I remember when I left, they were like, don't ever tell anybody about this. And I was like, cool.
That's crazy.
Then I got older and I was like, what the fuck? They were like, we want to make sure we protect his privacy. I'm like, what? Because they didn't fire him initially. They were like, this is weird, but you know, and they said it was grooming, and they noticed, they were like, because as I was getting closer to 18, that's when like the contact was ramping up, was because I think that was kind of his plan, you know? And so they were like, you know, this is weird, but I guess it wasn't fireable for some reason. I think now, I mean, this was probably 10 years ago. So I think now it's probably different, but I hope it's different now. Probably
I hope.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I would think you would hope that it would be because like obviously like children should be protected from that. But yeah, I don't know. Like people are weird, and then like the way they handle things are weird, and you would think adults like would handle things correctly, but then they don't.
Yeah.
So that's scary that he'll just, it's like a priest.
Yeah.
They just move him to a new town.
It's exactly like a priest. Yeah. And it's just like once it's outside the school district, they don't know what happened, I guess. I mean,
yeah,
the school district of his new place has been made aware by yours truly. So
that's good.
Yeah, that's at least good. And then, you know, it was just such a, and like there was a lot of layers of it too. Cause you know, you look back on it. I remember he would have this thing where he'd be like, oh, let's look at everybody's houses. Katie, where's your address? I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, this is my mom's house. This is my dad's house. And he would like send me pictures. He like, I think he lived by my dad. So he like sent me a picture of my dad's house and was like, oh, are you all like, it was fucking weird.
In hindsight, you're like, this is scary.
Oh yeah. So fucking weird.
But when you're a kid, you don't know. Like you just you just trust adults, like because you just don't know. You know, your brain's not fully developed. You're innocent, and like you don't know like what people are doing.
I know.
But yeah, Jeffrey Epstein was a teacher.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
He was like a math teacher or whatever, and I don't know. Like,
if I do have kids, I don't think I will, but if I do, I will be a psychopath. Like,
oh, me too.
Yeah, I just yeah. I just don't think even 10 years ago when I was a kid, that just wasn't like the priest stuff was starting to come out with the church, but it just still wasn't understood. Like, you know, because I think he was seen as this benevolent guy who was like taking all these kids under his wing and being whatever. But I remember even after that whole thing went down, like no one knew what had happened, and they were all just like, all my friends were still in this, like we would go back to the school and like hang out with him, and they would all go back still and be like, why aren't you coming back? Like, we miss you, whatever. And I'm like, and I was told by the police, like, you're never allowed to tell anybody. So I was just like,
what the heck?
Yeah, it's crazy. So fucked up. But then I was like, well, try this. I'm going to become a stand-up comedian and talk about it literally every chance I get. So
good. No, good for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It is like really scary. There was like a teacher too that was like doing that to guys at my school.
Wow.
Like he was like into guys, and I don't know, like inviting them to.
You couldn't talk about it. Sorry to interrupt.
Police.
No, you're good. The police were like, for his like they're like, to protect his privacy and your privacy, we're asking that you never like speak about this to anybody.
It's like just protecting him.
Yeah.
That's so fucked. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get it.
It's disgusting.
I just don't understand it. Like,
it's
I
gross
don't know.
because the thing that's scary about him is like he still thinks that I was like looking through all these messages this account had been sending me, and then I put the pieces together because he's referencing things only he and I would have known. And I was like, and all of like, he sent me have you seen Lost in Translation?
I might have a long time ago.
It's like Scarlett Johansson, she's like 16 or 18 in it, and it's
Okay.
like Bill Murray, he's like 50. He goes, it's like a video of them kissing. He goes, this is how our story ends, and if like you can't get on board with that, I don't know what to tell you, but you're just gonna have to learn to accept it. Like he's like, I know you've been seeing my messages, I know you still care about me. Like he like believes he is like not on this plane of reality where he's like, he would tell me, he's like, we are like meant to be together essentially, and he's still teaching children, and I was not allowed to talk about it. So I'm just like, yeah,
that's so wild.
it's so fucked up.
Oh, how old is he?
Oh, he's probably nearing 60 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I don't know, man. I just like don't understand it, but yeah, I think there needs to be like some kind of a system in place, some system at all.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yep.
You know, because it doesn't seem like there is one, and they can just go to another school district, but like they should never be able to teach again. And like, I don't know, like children should just be protected more. And it just feels like our society doesn't protect children. Like the food that they eat, you know, the candy is like toxic. The shows that they are addicted to are really bad for development.
Well, yeah, now all the phone stuff too is ridiculous.
Yeah,
as
the
well.
phone stuff's so bad. It's so bad for development. Like it's just really, and it's always been like that. Like I think a lot of child development stuff, like if you like learn about child development, it's like, oh, all these like bucket seats they put kids in that have wheels to walk, like those are not good for development. Like it's always been bad, and like the people that make that shit know that, and so it's just like, can we just like hold people accountable and like also like protect kids like on like every level, because right now it just feels like they're not protected, and
no, not at all.
The elites are eating them, so like
literally,
you know, like what the fuck
is going on? No, I'm with you 100%. And it's just like, it's sad because I feel like I was in the last generation of kids who had like a real, like we would, you know, I didn't have a phone when I was younger, and we would go and, you know, like fucking get tadpoles from the like river and try to make them into frogs and stuff. Like we had a real childhood, and I just like look at these kids now, I'm like, it's so sad. Like they just seem so different because they've just been completely robbed of that, in my opinion. And so I don't know what you do. And also I think the early access to porn is also just destroying everything.
It's so bad.
Yeah,
like I watched porn when I was way too young.
Yeah, no, it's the worst. And I think it's like, it really affected, like I'll talk to my friends, you know, we'll talk like exchange stories about guys where they like the things they think that they should be doing when they're hooking up are just like based on stuff they watched way too young. That's like disgusting. It's just like it's all it's just bad. Yeah, we're fucked.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Like if people make porn, like they should try to make it somewhat realistic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, or do like I don't know, or
You
just
know-
don't watch it so much because it's not
Yeah.
good for like your sex drive, and you're never gonna real life isn't like that. You know
Real
what I
life is
mean?
not like that now. I know. I will say that's the one thing I think that's good about OnlyFans in some ways. It seems like these girls are like not getting as exploited, and they're like doing it. I know there's like managers that do weird stuff, but like it seems like for the most part, it's like girls are able to like control the flow, like the cash flow, and also like what they put out there
For sure.
and like, you know, can do their part to like make it more real. I don't know. I mean, it's all bad, but
It is bad. And then also like sometimes like the thing, I don't know. I just feel like I like grew up like I watched porn. Like I don't really watch it anymore because I didn't know how bad the porn industry was.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how I didn't know that. Like I should have known that, but like I just didn't. And in hindsight, I'm like, oh, like that's not good.
Yeah.
So it kind of like learning about like, oh, like some of these people are like not even free people. You know what I mean?
They're just like trafficked. Yeah.
Literally like. That shit scares me so much. So I'm just like, no, I'm good. Like that's like I don't need to watch that. But
Yeah. It's so fucked. Yeah. I never like watched it because I was always just been like terrified of sex. And then my friends, like when I was probably like 17 or 18, they were just like, they like put on, they're like, you have to rip the Band-Aid off. You have to see this. They just like airplayed it to the TV. I was like, what the? And they were all laughing because I've always been very like prudish or whatever, which is also funny. People are like, you talk about sex so much. I'm like, if you were talking to anyone in my personal life, they're like, I'm not a very sexual person.
Me
I
neither.
don't think. Okay, yeah. And that's what's like so awesome that you can just like have an OnlyFans and make money off of it. It's because these like horny guys are like, yeah, whatever. Like here's me in a bikini. It's
yeah,
great.
like I literally don't even know how to make like a sexy face.
Yeah,
you know? Like, that
yeah.
sounds crazy, but like I don't.
I always get shit like not that I'm hooking up with a ton of people, but like I was hooking up with some guy and he's like, you know, because I would stop and be like, do kind of felt like a little bit of a bit, I guess you could say, or just kind of be like, hey, because I have this fear that like we both hate what's happening.
Oh yeah.
And then like we're just pretending to like it, and I'm like, so we're like, you're having fun, right? Like you don't have to you don't have to break the tension of this, right? And I'm like, I guess, but sorry. It's awkward. Yeah.
No, I love that. Yeah, like I'm not very like I don't know. I've always been like long-term relationships, so like I haven't actually even been with that many men like at all. But like it's funny because like people like get all these ideas about me and like they think I'm like a whore and stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, and if I was, like, it's fine.
I've
But,
also
like,
heard like even like Lana Rhoades, like she said like in her personal life she really didn't like she would have like long-term partners and really wouldn't have sex outside of that.
Yeah,
but she
interesting.
she was just kind of like, I'm really hot, I'm gonna make a ton of money doing porn or whatever. Like,
yeah.
Like I had a friend who was like genuinely a millionaire off of just putting bikini photos on OnlyFans.
What?
And yeah.
Wow.
And she I think she got in at like she had a pretty good following, and then she hit the bump at the right time, but like of when that was all kind of taking off. But
yeah.
She was just like, they were things that I would have put on my Instagram. I just put them behind a paywall, and then she never had to work again, essentially. And
whoa, that's cool.
And I just don't understand. People have a problem with that. I'm like, but yeah, it is like you could literally see. You know, I'll wear like short shorts and a crop top to the grocery store. So what? Like, why is it any different? You know?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Where I'm like, if I would wear this like in public, then I feel that's fine. And obviously, I wouldn't wear it on stage. Like one time, I still will wear skirts sometimes and like dresses sometimes, but like I don't know, it's like really hot here, and at the beginning like of me starting comedy, I would just wear skirts or whatever, and I did have an experience once that kind of made me like turn into more of like a pants comedian because I was I got like pulled for like the mothership mic, and I had a skirt on that was like an athletic skirt, and I was scared it was gonna come up in the back, so I was like pulling it down in the back during my set, and it went up in the front.
Were you wearing shorts?
I had shorts. But
Okay.
because I have like thunder thighs, like they didn't look like shorts because my thighs were like eating them in the front, so it just like looked like my underwear.
Oh, did anyone say anything?
Yeah.
Also, you don't have thunder thighs, by the way, but that's crazy.
The host mentioned it. The audience, Phil, was like, "Yeah, your like vagina was showing." Like not really, because like I had shorts, but like the way that it was my first time wearing it.
Oh my
God. I just didn't, and then I like looked in the mirror. I was like, oh no. So yeah, after that, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna wear pants.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I've always been a pants person, and I like never wore a skirt on stage. But I'm not prepared for this summer. I really fucking hate being hot.
Me too.
I hate it. So do you just want to die during the summer the whole time here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You basically
Cool.
You just don't want to go outside unless you're gonna be swimming.
Yeah.
And do you like to swim?
Yeah, swimming's fine.
because then that's the only way to be outside, really.
Yeah.
It's to, like, be in water that's cold.
Yeah.
And it kind of helps a little not be so sweaty. But yeah, the summertime fucking sucks. And like, I bring like a little fan, like a handheld, like just like a, I don't know.
That's kind of cunty. I like that.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, it's like, you know, you're so dramatic. I'm like, no, like, it's just, I don't want to sweat.
That's insane. It's not dramatic. I've only been here in like May, before, and oh my God, it was the worst. And I'm a big, like, I wear like a lot of baggy clothes and stuff, but I did recently, just yesterday, I bought a skirt because I was like, okay, I need to wear a skirt for the summer.
Yeah. Like, just to not sweat, and like, that's my whole goal in the summer, is to like not break a sweat. And you know, it happens. But yeah, because I like to wear makeup, and then the makeup gets fucked, drip, and just, it fucking sucks.
It's the worst.
Stay inside or swim, really, is all.
Yeah.
Signing up for Kill Tony in the summertime is really fucked. One time I got heat exhaustion.
Are you serious?
Like, it wasn't bad. Maybe it wasn't full exhaustion, but like, I was fucked up. Like, the AC, it was like the first time I had been to Kill Tony in the summertime, and the AC wasn't working at Shakespeare's, but I just thought that was just the way it was. I was like, this building's old, it can't keep up with the heat. So like, I didn't do anything to like, you know, mitigate the heat. And at the end of that night, I was just like fucked up. And like, the next day I felt like I had been like hit by a truck. Like, it was so bad. Like, I felt like severely hungover. I didn't have anything to drink, like alcohol. I had water. But yeah, you just have to have like electrolytes, and like, if a place is broken, no AC, I would actually, in hindsight, I should have left. But yeah, it was really bad. And like, that night too, like, somebody was like mean to me, but I was like so tired, like I couldn't even.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm gonna pass out.
In a conversation with a guy that hated me, and I was just like, yeah.
Why do guys that hate us trap us in conversations? That's my question. I'm like, why are we talking? Like, you clearly don't like me. Like,
yeah.
And you'll try to be like, okay, oh, thanks, man, and they'll just be like, oh, and another thing. You're like, why? It's so strange.
Yeah, and normally like, I would just like get my way out of that, but like, I just didn't have the energy. And like, that's one thing too, is like, I'm used to having like mostly like female coworkers, or like people, like everything I've done has always, like, I've always been around mostly females. And so like, that's weird having like male, not coworkers, but like, what's the word? Colleagues, or peers, we're all peers, where like, I'm like, oh, like this male is like jealous, which is like weird. Like, why are you jealous of me? Like, I don't know.
That's what I've realized, is like, if you like don't present any kind of threat to them, they're like, oh my God, hi, oh, I want to help you. The moment you do well, they're just like, don't.
Yeah, I hate when people switch up.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Because you think it's going to be the opposite. You think they're going to be like, oh, I just crushed. Like, they're going to be so nice to me. And they're like, no, actually, I fucking hate you.
Yeah. And it's weird too, because it's like, we're not doing, like, I honestly think everybody's comedy and like everybody is so different, where it's like you'll all have your own different type of audience eventually, and it's not, I don't look at it like that. You know what I mean? Like, because that's just fucked up.
Yeah, I think about it the same way. Actually, Michael Ridley said something cool last night, where he was like, you have to act like, he's like, don't act like you're waiting for people to give you something. Just go take what you want, and then it can't be taken from you. And I was like, I love that. But that's all about like, building your own audience, and we're all going to have our own little niches. And it's like, it's just weird to me when people get super competitive with stuff, where I'm like, but we're not even trying to do the same thing. You know?
It's like golf. I always am like, it's just like golf. Like, we're all just like doing our own game kind of. And like, you know, you can play with people or whatever, but it's like your own, like, you just have to work on yourself. And but yeah, I love Michael Ridley. I think he's so funny, and like, he's a really good guy, and like, he's not like a weird jealous type person at all.
No, he's so cool. The first time he was like giving me a compliment. He goes, just, you know, this isn't because I want to fuck you, I'm married. But and then he like said something really nice, and I was like, okay, fuck yeah, you're a king.
I know. He like loves his wife, so like that's like a cool thing about him too, where you're just like, oh yeah, you're just like a good person.
Rare to see a guy who just loves his wife these days. He's
it's
like,
nice.
I just like spending time with her. You're like, great, that's awesome.
It's like refreshing. Yeah, Candace is really cool too. I don't know if you've gotten to meet her, but like, she's super cool and like real and not weird at all.
Okay, perfect.
So
I'm trying to find the real ones. I think I'm doing okay. I really like this is a little inside baseball, but I'm liking Al Berry. We've been writing together. He's great.
I love Al Berry.
Yeah,
he's so nice, and he's so funny.
So
there's a lot of like really creative people around, and like,
that's the thing I think I like most about this scene, is like, Denver is like, and that was great for my development, was it was just stand up. Like, it was just jokes. And some people were doing weird shit, but mostly it was just jokes. And like, here everyone's like trying to like push like they're just doing different stuff. Like even like Absolute Show and stuff. Like it's like I don't know. Yeah, it's just
I love
different.
Absolute Show too. Like, that's always a really fun one because it's like I feel like you see so much stand up where it's kind of like it's just kind of like its own thing, kind of, and like it is like maybe improv acting, like a lot of different things at once. So
it was
I love
fun.
it.
Yeah, I did it on Wednesday, and it was just
sick.
like I was like we were doing Romeo and Juliet, but Juliet, I think Romeo got poisoned with like a cup of JT's cum or something.
Oh my
I don't
God,
know. It was
that's
great.
so
It was
funny.
great.
Yeah,
but it was like such a different muscle, and it was like so uncomfortable. But it was like I felt like I always wanted to do theater in high school. I never did it, but it was like I felt like
really?
that. Yeah,
Okay,
it was so
cool.
fun. Yeah,
I never did either. Like I was too scared. But
Me
like
too.
my sister did theater and stuff, and like she could sing and perform.
Oh yeah, I always wanted to be able to do that.
Yeah, I was
Didn't
like,
have
I
it in
could
me.
never. I was like, no, I can't.
No.
I just finished an improv class that Rebecca actually had recommended. It's called like Cold Town, and they just like started it recently, but it was good. And I feel like I learned a lot about myself because like I'd never done improv or like acting or anything. And like I was like really scared at first just to like have to like go off the cuff and like not have anything planned because like I'm not good at that. But eventually like I did get more comfortable, and I was like, oh, like I'm like learning about like myself a little bit where like I have these kind of characters that like I naturally will just go into like after a while, and like I'm like, oh, it's funny because it's like super different than like who I am or whatever.
What are your like characters that you'll go into?
Like I'll usually go into like a mean like kind of bitch.
Like, so you do have the roast energy inside you.
Yeah, I think I just have to like channel it or something.
Yeah, you have to channel it.
Yeah. So that, and then like a kind of like a dumb bitch.
A dumb bitch. Yeah, I love that.
Mean bitch,
I
dumb
also
bitch.
I like to lean into that as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my bubbly side these days. That's what I'm trying to. It's kind of hard because I think I've really mastered being a cunt, but I need to learn how to do the other thing. Yeah.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I feel like when I was younger, I was like a little bit more like, I feel like I'm like more bubbly now, but I don't know why. In hindsight, I'm like, why is that? I think I was like, when I was younger, I was just like a lot more scared of everything, I think. And now I'm just like, I don't take life as seriously because I just feel like it's so short. And like just having to like see my dad die was like, he like died of cancer. Like it was, very common, but like just seeing that and being like, oh wow, life is like really short, and like you just don't have as much time as you think you do sometimes. So
for sure. Yeah, I had this similar experience. I like had a whole health scare or whatever, and they were like doing scans of my brain and sent me this like really scary diagnosis, and I was like, there's a point where I was like, I think I have like 5 years to live, and that's when I was like, I'm just gonna like move to Austin and just do comedy, because I was at the time I was working in finance, and I was like, what am I doing?
Wow.
Yeah, it was just like, you really think about like, you're just like trained to think like, oh, I need to like get a whatever, like benefits and this, that, and the other. And then, you could die tomorrow. So you should just start a Big Naturals podcast.
Yeah, life is too short.
It really is, truly. Yeah.
It's been really fun having you on.
Yeah.
I would love to have you on my live show.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll give you dates like soon of what
slay.
date, when you could come on. But yeah, I just think you're really funny and really cool. And I'm like happy that you're in Austin.
Yay.
And then I was going to ask you too, do you have anything you want to plug?
Ooh, you can follow me on Instagram.
Yes.
At Katie Carter Comedy. And I mean, I think I'm doing Velveeta Room this Sunday.
Nice.
So pull up to that. Yeah.
Awesome. That was really fun.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I loved it. And then follow me on Instagram also. And I'm going to have like a mini special coming out May 4th. Watch that for LMAOF. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
Yay.
Yay.